right, so set this poem up for us, and then...
Ooh, set this poem up. So it's really a combination of how to endure through life's journey. It's very difficult, as you said. I used to run hurdles, and I think it's a perfect analogy of life that race is. You know, you're running, you're trying to move forward, go ahead, but now you got these obstacles that you got to get over. And in hurdles, obviously, we get over it as quickly as we can. But sometimes in life, that's not the case. Sometimes you just got to figure out a way to get over it, whether you go through it, go over it, get around it, whatever the case may be. And so there's a lot of track analogy involved, and there's a lot of biblical analogy involved. So I'm sure y'all going to be able to resonate and catch some of the lines in this piece. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, hey, why don't you take the floor?
Let's do it.
And while Keyante's stepping up to the microphone, friends, give it up for Keyante Saxon in this original poem, original piece he's written just for us today. Here's Keyante Saxon.
All right, guys. First off, I appreciate y'all having me. Like you said, my name is Keyante Saxon. I also go by KT, the Conscious Poet. Let me put this mic up just a little bit. And like I said, if y'all feeling something, go ahead and snap for me, okay? Feedback. Same energy I give you guys, I want y'all to give me that same energy back, okay? This piece is actually untitled, but we're going to call it Patience and Endurance for today, okay? Life is a track meet, and we are as athletes. Waiting at the finish line, I'm waiting at the starting line, anticipating the bang of the gun with no fear of being shot, but fear of not finishing first. Life is a track meet, and we are its athletes. Waiting at the starting line, anticipating the bang of the gun with no fear of being shot, only the fear of not finishing first. Why? For there is no medal that mimics the marking of the crown. No podium that places you higher than the poised position on the rock, and no finish that will find you further than the favor of the Lord. Amen. Yet we strive, gritting and grinding our teeth like salt from the mill when we are called to be salt of the earth, yet we strive. Sprinting toward the fallacy of a finish line as if sprinting and breaking a world record toward death will be the sum of our lives. Life is a marathon. The patient thrive. Too fast out of the blocks and you'll lose steam, but too slow and you'll get left behind. But coach said the ones who endure, those will be the ones who receive the crown of life. Let me tell you what he said to me one day. He said, patience, son. He said, I asked you to walk by faith, so sometimes your sight won't make sense, son. Here's your talent, so take this, son. Multiply it, don't save this, son. Don't worry about how far you jump, because after you leave your mark in the sand, they will rake this, son. And what you thought was a leap of faith turned out to make you a faithless son.
Rewind.
He said, patience, son. I asked you to walk by faith, so sometimes your sight won't make sense, son. Here's your talent, take this, son. Multiply it, don't save this, son. Don't worry about how far you jump, because after you leave your mark in the sand, they will rake this, son. And what you thought was a leap of faith turned out to be something that made you a faithless son. But fear not, for this test is a chance to rise up. I mean, high jump into a new mantle. Oh, it's time to raise the bar. You see, they'll clap for you on the approach, or snap. But let outside the disappointment when you don't make the mark. But not God, for his power works best in your weakness. So be thankful for the long suffering, for when endurance is developed, you'll be perfect and completed. But Jesus, I'm tired. I've been running for a long time. My legs are heavy in this burden. I thought that you would ease it. Following you is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And right now, I don't know if I can actually achieve it.
Rewind.
But Jesus, I'm tired. I've been running for a long time and my legs are heavy. This burden, I thought that you would ease it. Following you is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, and right now I don't know if I can actually achieve it.
Amen.
In fact, doubt is the baton relaying around the track of my thoughts, disbelief passing to distrust, distrust passing to fear, fear passing to self-sabotage, which is making its way down the home stretch. But wait, there's another team on the track, and it's making a comeback. Hope passing to patience, patience passing to endurance, and endurance passing to character who can hardly feel its legs, but somehow it's closing the gap. God is catching up to me. All I have to do is endure. That's it, guys. Thank you.
Woo! Love it.